Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. What does that mean? Japanese pressing. Konnichiwa. Hello CV, Trade Vinyl community. Back to record again. Cheers. How's everyone? What have you all been up to? Yeah, it'd be good to put a comment. You know, what outside listening to records and music, what else are you interested in? Or is this all we do? For me, last night, my son does involved with sports a lot, so we do about, well, on average, I do close to 3 trips a week, and each trip there and back is 4 hours, so that's 12 hours of driving per week I do, but I love it. And last night my son was umpiring, or some of you might call it refereeing, and I'll put a couple of photos on the screen now so you can see. So this is my son Josh, and he umpires AFL football, and last night he was umpiring the top women's competition in Brisbane, Queensland, where we live nearby. And I'll tell you what, these girls, some of them are real tough, and they mean business, so that was a lot of fun. So that's what I've been up to. Anyway, as you can tell by the intro there, but you'll work that out in a sec. But this video is not too long. This is 3 records I've picked up recently, and 3 of them, yeah, they mean a fair bit to me, so I thought I'll just share that with you. So the first one, Rattle and Hum U2, and I love the labels on these. So here's the Edge, one side, Larry, sorry, not Larry, I think this is Larry Mullen Jr. And of course Bono. And I did have this album on CD, and there's a back. And coming across this, I thought I'd love to get this. And this album actually, it's reasonably priced to purchase. And I haven't even looked inside. Oh, awesome! In the sleeve here. And Elvis. Second in the sleeve being two vinyl records. So there you go. Rattle and Hum. What does it remind me of? Year 11 school bus trip to Central Australia. Ayers Rock, as some of you may know, and that was a fantastic experience. Probably about 50 of us, 40 of us. It was a great trip, great experience. And I remember listening to songs at the time. I think I had my Walkman, listening to my headphones. Of course, the bus plays some songs, but at the time I was listening to things like Faith No More from their first album, a few Aussie fans, John Farnham from the, which album, Two Strong Hearts, that stuff. No, it was Chain Reaction album. What else was I listening to? I think they played the Top Gun movie on the screen of the bus. But I remember when we were coming back from Central Australia back to Melbourne, where I was living at the time, and Rattle and Hum was being played. Someone had the tape and playing this. I think it was the first time I've heard it. And I mean, I loved U2 before it, but I hadn't heard it before. Sometimes it's interesting. You can listen to music, and it's, whatever you think about it, and then you can be in a different environment, around different people, seeing different things, experiencing different things, and all of a sudden music can have a real kick, a real level thrown in that that gives you a new focus or thought about a particular tune. And well, this album reminds me of that bus trip. And I spun this the other day. It's probably been 20 years or so since I heard it, even on CD, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Next one. This reminds me last year of high school, towards the end of the last year into the next year, I was playing in a band, playing bass, lead and rhythm guitar, depending on what song it was. The guy I play with was flexible like that as well. And this album is actually 1987, but I'm talking about 1991, 92, 93 here. And here it is. Joe Satriani, Surfing with the Alien on CBS. As it says here in the hype stick, always with me, always with you. I mean, any song on here just blows me away, but always with me, always with you is something that will always stick with me. Yeah, so that experience, that time of my life, listening to this album quite a lot. I was playing guitar hours every day, and the other guitarist in the band was the same. I remember we stayed over one night, and I mean, he can play this song tremendously. I didn't have that skill at the time. I still can't quite, unless I practice a lot. But just to hear someone in a bedroom with a average sort of amplifier and a guitar just play through a lot of those riffs is just absolutely mesmerizing for me. That's one thing I love about music and guitar and live and real music. Just can't beat it. Just cannot beat it. Anyway, we'd stay up late all night. We'd be watching Elvis and Buddy Holly stuff and playing riff after riff. I don't think we went to sleep this particular night, and my fingers were absolutely killing me. Skin was coming off. For you guitarists know that around your tips here, they start turning green, like the green or the color from the strings gets into your skin, into your fingers. And then you go to play guitar a few hours later after doing it, and it just absolutely stings. Good time for me, good memories. How are we doing there? I've got one more to go, so thanks for sticking around. Next one, a few months ago, I guess my wife or even I thought about, what will be the next album that I really want, and this one's it. This is a Japanese pressing. It's not an original, so that kind of bugs me a bit, but it's pretty much near mint condition. It's a 76 repress of I think it's 1969 original press. And here it is, that's Led Zeppelin debut, Led Zeppelin 1. That's on the Atlantic. I mean, the vinyl's immaculate. I haven't played this yet, but I cannot wait. And there's actually in a sleeve, if you can see there. So you can see some Japanese characters there. But all the lyrics are in English. A thick, very thick, don't know if you can pick that up, but it's very thick cardboard cover. No OB strip, none of that sort of stuff, but just a nice, beautiful, clean copy for it. And it's now in my collection. And instead of talking about it, I should just spin it and listen to it. That's why we get it right. So there you go, guys. A few special records for me that I picked up recently. I hope you enjoyed the stories. And if you got any stories on those albums, let me know. Let's talk about them in the comments. So cheers out.